Hello everybody, this is the scrubbiest Dead by Daylight player on YouTube. It is Rosie, back again with more commentary on this fucking shitty game. It's not that bad. I love this game. Hi Gigi. Cat's up my butt. So, I picked up another new killer. I don't know how many times I'm gonna keep doing that. I think I've said I hope to be good with all the killers in this game. Not like good, but like proficient enough to where I can feel like I properly play them. So I just had this urge, and like all this insanity started. Insanity, that's a funny word choice that I'm playing my boy Doctor. Now hold on. Now my cat is. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What this wire? You can't have this one. You can't have this one. She's trying to like unplug the headphones, which will delete the commentary. Okay, there we go. All right. So my urge to play Doctor. I had a dream that I mained him in this game, and I had a dream I mained him, and now I was playing on this DLC map that had three. It was like Gideon Me Plant. It had like 3 stories though instead of 2, and you had to fix like 7 gens to get out. It was a very strange game, but I had a dream I played Doctor, so I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking play him, and just to see if the dream comes true. I actually really like him. I mean, he's not my favorite, but like I was addicted to playing him. He's super fun. My first down I get here, I don't know what the fuck she was doing. I don't know if she was idle and then like left for a second. I don't really know what this was, but I cornered her and downed her in this little place that I feel like. I think she's on Madness Tier 3. I don't know. This was like my 3rd game as Doctor ever, and the first one I actually performed well in. Because I started realizing I just kind of realized how he works in this game towards like the end and like what he's supposed to do. So I started figuring him out. For Doctor, at least at the moment, I'm running Whispers, Spies with the Shadows. It's a tide time thing. He said they might combo well together, and we should all experiment with Spies with the Shadows because it could be a relevant metagame perk once again. And so I decided to run it, and just like the thing is like. The reason I've decided to run it on Doctor specifically is because Doctor's tracking is already so good, and like I feel like to make him better in the chase a little bit is just kind of like further making him a jack of all trades, which is never good. So I'm like, well, if I make him super good at tracking, and then just keep his chase potential where it is. He's only. I feel like the perks, the build I have on him highlights all the good things about him, I suppose. And then of course Noed, because Noed I just feel like is an essential perk. Noed and Ruin, I just feel like you should be running them on everybody. They're just so fucking disgusting, and like I just feel like these are your killer metagame perks that should be run on everybody. They're just so good at doing what they do, and. Obviously, Ruin didn't come much into play in this game, but when it's good, it's good. But I found that he's not as weak in the chase as I thought he was gonna be. Like, I feel like I don't know. I feel like he's strong. Not like I mean, he's not above mid tier, but like I think he's mid tier. I just feel like his ability to like his supposed downing weakness is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I saw that guy trying to do a cheesy save, and so I'm like, I don't know. I quite enjoy the shocking. I think that's the most addictive thing about him. He's a very addictive character to play. I honestly thought here that I was gonna hit him. I thought he was in. I thought I was in punishment. I'm still kind of I still kind of make mistakes between the 2 modes sometimes. I let him go, and then I do tunnel this guy because like I don't know, if you're gonna save him when I'm right there and then run off, like that's a bad play on your end, especially when I know he's like not that impressive. It's not that he's bad. I mean, I hate saying survivors are bad, even though I play a lot of Survivor. My I can't 360 yet. Like I'm not very good at juking yet, so that's like my biggest weakness as a player. So like I'm hesitant to say people that are just average at juking are bad, because I have had chases where I've done well and I've gotten away and I've escaped and I've looked like a fucking genius. there's a fucking thing where I lead a hag all over the fucking map. But like, I just feel like I'm average, and at that part, I feel like my strength is not getting caught being the gen jockey. I feel like that's my role because that's the easiest role. That's the role that I still self-identify as a damn killer main. I love playing killer more than survivor, but survivor I think both modes are fun. But yeah, he got me to the killer shack, and I just figured, nah, man, we're not doing this. And see, I'm still figuring out what those fucking things they're doing. Like, it's at this point where I start to begin to realize, oh, they're kind of pointing the survivor locations. I don't know why I didn't know that before, because like I always notice them, but like I didn't like the fact that he can see them. I was dumb. But now I'm knowing what they do, and so now I got the crows on my side. I got the crows. Whispers is still working. And then I just have all that other doctor stuff, like the shocking, and like just the screaming, all the stuff that helps him track. It's amplified by all this other shit I have on him. You know, you could argue it's a waste, and like you might be right. I don't main doctor, so like I don't know what's good on him and what's not. This is just the build I'm finding to be working for me right now. I need to play with him more, but to see if it's still good or I'm just getting lucky. I don't know. I'm looking for it. I'm trying to figure out where this guy is. He gets the save, which, I mean, I don't care. Now, as soon as I know who this guy is, as soon as I kill him, he's dead. So I'm like, okay, he's my #1 priority. Because I'm at the point in this game where I have to off somebody. If they keep a guy much longer, I can't win. And so I go for him, and of course I get him. So, mission accomplished. And now I'm just thinking about what do I do now? I found that guy. Yeah. Who's that? Is that Meg? Yes, Meg. There's a moment coming up. Okay, I down this Meg, and then I hook her. Lol. I'm such a child, dude. No, I hook her. And then, I'll just let it play out and just roll it. So right now I'm thinking I'm not gonna win. And then I'm just like, oh, okay. I know that means somebody's over there, so now I can find him pretty easy. Because he's an idiot. And then he gets this, and then he runs over there. And so now I'm thinking, okay, this is a whole new ball game if I can fucking down this guy. Because if I down this guy, then there's only one guy that can do gens and make all the plays needed to save these guys. So that is, if I down this guy, it delays the game immensely. But of course, I don't get him. And then I go for the Meg. I don't know why, killer, but he had brawler time, so I'm like, oh fuck it, I see this guy. And so I start chasing him, and then this is just so dumb. I don't know if he knew the Meg was there, but he runs over here. I take a big swing at him, and then I whiff it, but the Meg was right there, and I didn't even see her. I thought I hit him, and so I'm like, oh okay. And then I hear the girl squealing. I'm like, wait, I just hit Meg. I didn't realize what had happened until right before I picked her up. I'm like, oh well, that was weird. And at first I thought it was mean, but I'm like, okay, the Meg's now dead. And this is a whole new ball game, boys, because we're at the point now where, okay, I know I can fucking win this now. This is fucking duel, because I know Noah's about to turn on. You can't hide from the doctor, boy. So now I'm going, oh fuck yeah. He tried to hide, but like I had my add-on that I running as like it's the one that does like 50% more, so at first I thought I wasn't gonna make it, but he didn't even shuffle. He didn't even like try to wiggle out until I started running this way. If he had started from the very beginning, I don't think I would have made this. And so now another questionable survivor play I'm about to disagree with. I go over to get this gen because I hear it, and then he's right there, and then he turns NOED on. I was like, boy, I haven't seen you all game, and you fucking turn NOED on when I'm right next to you. Now, granted, so they don't know I'm running it, but like, for fuck's sake, it's fucking NOED. Like over half the killers that you face have to be running this perk. It's so fucking good, especially a fucking doctor, a killer that does have problems downing people. Why would I not be running NOED? He's trying to be cheeky and bait me, but I don't fucking fall for it. And plus, I know that like there's no gate open, so he can't really do anything. I just got to be patient and wait for the mistake, and it happened, and you hook him and he's dead. It's GG. Like, what the fuck do you do? He was trying to capitalize on my, I mean, granted, he didn't have many options. He really didn't. The best thing he could have done was waited for the hatch. But I mean, I was right in front of him, so like, the only thing he could try to do was juke me out. And like, in this type of situation, like, I just killer wins in that kind of situation. Like, I won the game like 5 minutes before this. Well, not really. This was a closer one. I didn't really win this game until I found him. And he kicked NOED on. As soon as he kicked NOED on, yeah, it was GG. And so at that point, I'm just livid. I'm like, yeah, fucking game 4, man. Finally, I fucking won with this character. Because up until this point, I've got my ass kicked. I actually dropped the rank trying to play him. And it's okay though, because he ranked me back up because I figured out what the fuck I was doing. Next game is another doctor match. This one I just felt much more comfortable with him. I like him. I like his character design. I think they did a really good job with him. But as fun as I had this match, the beginning kind of pissed me off because his character flaw is made very. I don't even know if it's he's very. I get looped pretty bad, pretty fucking bad at the beginning, and like I was this the game that I. No, I'm thinking of a Trapper game. I get looped pretty bad. Because I'm doing my thing. Just running around zapping until I find somebody. That's pretty much what he does. There, I found mission accomplished. Madness, tear up, we did it. But unfortunately, I found the best player in the group very early. Ow. Yeah, I find I don't know. Looking back on that, I don't know if that was first, but like I start the person I engage with here is the best player in this group. Like, it's not close. Like, and this guy's skill gap and the rest of the people was like amazing. Like, this guy was just so much better than everybody else in the group. He was like really good. And so I'm just trying to madness him right now because like I know like right now this is the part of the chase that doesn't bother Doctor because like this is basically a ranged attack that I have. But the problem is this ranged attack, all it does is increase their madness, which helps Doctor. It does help him, but like in order to start fulfilling the win condition, I have to knock her down. So I'm just starting to zap her. yeah. And so I'm like, okay, I could probably start trying to hit her now. But there you go. I'm just zapping her. And I'm like, okay, here comes the fun part. Now I have to hit her. And like now that the madness part is over, I'm now just a baseline killer. All I have to down her are my 2 attacks. I have to now she can start looping me and not worry about my shocks because my shocks are done. For the most part. Yeah, I could intercept her at a window, and my shocks do cancel her animations if I ever see her trying to do that. But, like, I have to read that, because I have to switch from switch to treatment mode to do that. And she takes me to the safest point on the map, which, she kills me here, man. She absolutely kills me. This is a really hard place to do stuff when you're killer. This is a very survivor favored location. Now there are ways I'm also running it incorrectly. I know I'm running it incorrectly. I have not figured out the correct way to run it yet, admittedly. Like, she's a better survivor than I am at being killer. I did get the win on the read there. It wasn't really a read, it was a reaction. I got the win there. And so I think I get her to drop the god pallet. Yes. And that's good. Getting that pallet out of the way helps. Because this place is a lot weaker once that pallet is down. And so now that pallet's down, so she runs away from this place because she can't win much longer here. And it's like, but the problem is her teammates suck. So the reason I'm so committed to this chase is because I realize, okay, they're not doing anything. Ruin's safe, and they haven't fixed a gen yet, so they're not advancing the game. So I'm like, okay, well this is there's no way everybody on this team's gonna be as strong as she is. This is the best player on the group. I understand that based on just 4 minutes of interaction with her. Okay, this player's really fucking good. And so okay, I got the first hook, and now I'm thinking, okay, it was fine that I did that, but I can't engage with her anymore until the game's about to end. Unless it's an absolute necessity, which I do have to engage her again here in a minute. But I let her go because I've wasted enough time. And honestly, a better team would have had Ruin destroyed and probably 2 gens done in the time that I took that chase. So this player's garbage. Okay, this player just runs up, and I'm just like, I can grab you out of that animation. I don't have to just hit you. And so that player was a fucking idiot, and so that allowed me to continue my momentum. This game can be very hard to be played objectively. As much as I want the best player in the group to die, as much as I want her to die, I think even these guys would find Ruin in the time that I'm sitting there camping. Camping's bad. And then this is when I have to engage her again. She runs over there and actually finds Ruin. And so, unfortunately, I do have to, I have to push her away from it. So I'm just like, okay. I mean, if I can hit her, my plan right now is not to tunnel her. My plan right now is to make sure she gets out of Ruin's way. If I down her, great, but I don't plan on it happening. Her mission is her mission is to lose me and stall. But her teammates are it's evident this far into the match that her teammates are useless. Sort of. They're not very good. So, and I think she knew that she's the strongest player on the fucking team as well. But okay, I lure away from Ruin. It's halfway across the map. I see the Dwight, and I immediately disengage her because I already injured her. So she's running self-care. She has to stop and heal, which kind of takes a long time. But fuck it. I don't need to chase her. I need to keep my momentum up, and there will be a time in the match where she's more exposed. It'll be greatly. To chase her anymore is to really give up lots of valuable time. So I take care of this Dwight, who is, as you can see, a lot worse. He clearly doesn't know this map as well as the other person, and his mix-ups also aren't as good. So it's standard. That he's a really standard player. So it's not that he's bad, but he's just very standard. I've seen all of his mix-ups before, so I didn't fall for any of them. And he unfortunately got down near the killer shack, which is where the basement spawns, so unlucky day for him. I kind of piss people off this game. I don't even know why. I don't know if the doctor just pisses people off, or I specifically was pissing somebody off, but I decided to go check on Ruin because, I mean, fuck the gens, and Ruin's doing its job, and keeping the gens, fucking fine. I don't have to, I'm not panicking, there's nothing to worry about. I have control of the match, partly because they're bad, but, and the good thing about, another good thing about engaging with the best player early on, and I didn't really notice this as I was playing, but in the future when I play Doctor, I'll have to keep a better note of it. I shocked her and had her madness up so well the game that, like, I got to track her movements the entire match. Like, I got to constantly know where she specifically was. And that was really helpful because I basically always knew where she was and what she was doing. And because I was able to, like maybe this was a subconscious thing, but I had that knowledge, and like the person that I didn't even see fucking DC'd. I don't even know why. I didn't even see him. I didn't do anything. I guess he just realized the game was so in my favor at this point that it didn't matter. But I don't know. I don't know why he DC'd. He had no reason to other than this was a slow-paced match that I was clearly going to win. It became clear that I was going to win. I'd say the moment that I knew I was going to win this game was when I finally downed the best player in the group and nothing was done. And then it's like, oh, these guys are fucking worthless, okay. So I got her full madness ready to fucking down her, and yep, she got me there. Ooh. But yeah, her, like, again, this is just her, she was very standard, which is how I am in the chase too, so can't really fault her, but like, and so I know somebody's over there, and like they're getting close to ruin. So this is what pisses the Dwight off. I don't know why he gets so fucking pissed. Like, okay, I shocked you. Your fucking madness is up, and you're gonna get mad when I find you. I'm the doctor. My gimmick is that I find you. That's my gimmick. I suck in the chase because I find you so fucking easy. So you go over to, like, what the fuck do I, like, what? Of course I know what you're doing. And I have an attack that fucking goes through the walls and shit. And then he gets fucking salty in DCs too. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but like, the fact is when he DC'd, I lose points that I could have gotten by hooking him and sacrificing him. That's what pisses me off. Even though I win this and rank up, I could have gotten more points had he just took the L. I don't get why people don't just take the L. On both sides. Not because I play both. If you're losing, you take the L. It's that simple. And plus, even in this game, it should be like the easiest game ever to take the L. And because even when you take the L, you don't have to. What do I mean by that? You can win this game even when you lose it. You can rank up. You can still, like, I think it's referred to as pipping in the community. But like, you can win this game. Like, you can, as a survivor, you can win even if you die. You can win even if all 4 of your teammates die. And as a killer, you can win if you don't kill anybody. You can win this game even when you lose. And like, so like, that's why that's always a joke in my head. You can win this game and lose this game at the same time. So like, this person here, she definitely pipped. Because she lured me around and chased me so much. And like, she didn't D rank, for sure. And so like, yeah, she's fucked. And so she's just getting her chase points right now. And eventually, like, I'm just being a dick, in all honesty. I was just having fun with her because, like, lol, your team sucks, you're a really good player, but, like, your team sucks, and now I can just disrespect you as long as I want because they're bad. Like, she is much better at being Survivor than I. It's like she just gets pissed and gives up. I mean, she... Giving up is strong because, like, even if she didn't give up, I mean, she can't win. So, it's like, the game's over. It's just a matter of finishing it off as a formality. Yeah, this game was kind of slow, but like, I don't know. I don't know if Doctor works fast or slow. I can't tell. I think he works at like an average pace, but I think he can slow the game down. I think he's like slightly. I think he kind of slows the game down, not as much as like Pig does, but like I think his potential to slow the game down is there. Just from my early analysis of playing him, watching him at least, and playing against him as well. I've played against it. I've played quite a few. I don't escape from him often. I think he's not bad. Well, like if those 2 fuckers didn't DC, I would have gotten merciless for sure. Idiots. Game 3. This is a long one. This is a long motherfucker right here. And I feel like I should have lost to this team. But they fucked up their gen order, and when you fuck up the gen order, and plus it's with Spirit, who is Spirit's hard as fuck, man. I love her. She's complete waifu, and I love her to death. I love playing her. But the fact is, she's hard as fuck, and you can't just pick her up. Like, she is a character I'm still learning, and like this is actually the first game I tried out new mix-ups with her. To mix results, I'm still really learning her because she's hard to play. Just and like like especially at this level, like I'm at the mid level right now. There's just so much you have to fucking know even at this level. Like even at this level, survivors make you look really dumb at this level. It happens to me this game. It happened to me last game. That fucking Meg made me look stupid with how much she fucking looped me at the Killer Shack. Kind of a slow early game. No one, I can't really find anybody doing gens. My Whispers perk is going off. I'm kind of monitoring my Hex totems because like I have 3 of them right now because Haunted Ground works, but it has 2. Haunted Ground works by there's 2 of them. They're both decoys, and he just cleansed it. So now that he has cleansed it, I can one hit down people. It's just there to like fucking be a cover for ruin, essentially. So now my perk's going off, and I'm like, okay, this is when I need to start my pressure right now, because I have an instant down right now. And I find the guy, so I'm like, okay, I have about, I don't know, the time. I got half the perk left to kill somebody. And I get it pretty easily. That person didn't really see me coming because of the phase walk. Starting the pressure. This is another game where I get lucky because not only I'm running what's called a Mori right now. I have a well, what's called a Mori, like you guys don't know, like a person that doesn't know what a Mori is sat through 30 minutes of Dead by Daylight commentary. So I'm running Ivory right now, and I actually Ivory the best player on the team, which if I did not Ivory this Claudette, I would have lost for sure. Because this Claudette fucking lures me around like a rag doll as well. But I get an early first hit. I don't know why she didn't think I was gonna do that. Like there's no way that judging by this chase I had with her, there's no way she didn't know I was phase walking. I guess she thought she was gonna be able to react to it. I try to bait her right here with I'm pretending to phase walk. But she doesn't fall for it. I actually should have killed her right here, but I fucked up and I just thought I thought I was gonna hit her. But if I had moved the joystick slightly to the right, I would have hit her, and then she wouldn't have been able to get to this place. Now Spirit is much stronger at the Killer Shack than the fucking Doctor, because like phase walking is just so devastating. It's so good, and I'll see what I mean. Here's what I mean. Okay, she's still looping the Killer Shack. Well, she kind of leaves it, but she'll go back to it. She's gonna drain this pallet first, I believe. Yeah, she goes back. Yeah, I'm pretending to phase walk. She's not falling for it, but like, does she drop in here? Yeah, she drops the God pallet, and now it's the next time I phase walk, I believe, because now, if I was wearing headphones, I would have killed her because I had headphones on, and I knew watching it back that where she was. But I couldn't while I was playing because I wasn't wearing headphones. Alright, she goes in there, and she can't see what I'm doing. I can't see her either. But she can't see me. I'm thinking of a different loop then. I don't know. Okay, basically, I can start my phase walk at any one of the 3 openings, and then go to another one, and like, she has to like assume I'm actually phase walking, especially if I'm running the add-on that removes the whooshing noise. But like, she has to assume I'm actually phase walking. So she has to like guess, and it's a guessing game. And like, Doctor doesn't have anything like that to help him out there. Spirit basically just says you have a 33% chance of getting downed right now. And like, that doesn't sound very good, but like, it's better than just getting looped at that place for like 3 minutes. Okay, now I get this hook, and I go back immediately because I'm like, okay, if I want this Mori to go up, I need to do it now because that Claudette took so much of my time. And I'm like, okay, I need to get her now, and I do. She's much easier to get because I caught her at a really bad spot on the map, so it was really fortunate. And then I get this sick Mori. Oh, I love you, spirits. Come fuck me sometime, would you? All right, she dead, and so then I'm like, okay. I start setting up for my late game right now, and like that's, I start. I'm thinking about what gens they end up getting. They have 5 gens left, and like I can see it. Like I can kind of see right now that they're starting to dig themselves into a hole, because those 5 gens, especially for Spirit, like there's another thing with killer MUs, like the killer's ability to manage the gens. Spirit's phase walking is so fucking good because she can cover more ground than a lot of other killers in this game. Fucking against Hillbilly, this would be suicide. Like Hillbilly could probably control all 5 of these gens. Like Spirit, Spirit obviously can't do that good, but like Hillbilly can probably control all 5 of these gens, no problem. But I see that they're starting to dig themselves into a hole, so I bait her with the phase walk, but I just a second too late. I still get them down. Not. So I'm like, okay, they fixed that one, and like they haven't really, they're really fucking themselves. They're really fucking themselves, because as soon as they fix the next one, I can control the last 3. They're in like a triangle, and like they're in a vicinity where a killer like the Pig and Myers and like the other killers I play would have a harder time at managing it. But like Spirit's movement is just so like above the other killers because of her phase walk that she is able to control the space better than them. Like even if I'm not, okay, they fixed it, so now they have 1 left. This game is like not even halfway over. I think we're at like what, 8 minutes? Yeah, something like that. Like this game isn't even halfway over. Now I can manage these 3 generators. They really fucked themselves here. Pretty bad. And like I don't realize how set up I am quite yet, because I do know that that these 2 gens are going to be impossible to do. So like, and I also know there's 1 guy I haven't found yet, so I'm assuming he's over there. And then I get a much needed down. I finally start pressuring again, because I haven't really hooked anybody since mooring the Claudette. And so I start realizing how I've realized that Spirit is phenomenal slowly. Like I wasn't really impressed with her, especially because like, not that Tide Time's a great player or anything. Like I mean, I think he's good, and I think his tier list is a lot better than people give it credit for. I kind of disagree with the Clown being above Spirit, but because Spirit's fucking amazing. I also question how bad she was pre-release. Like, I know she got buffed. Here it is. I positioned myself to phase walk right next to this window, so he doesn't know what the fuck I'm doing. Especially if he missed the fucking the whoosh noise, which obviously he didn't commit to an option, and then I got an easy down because he didn't know what the hell I was doing. He didn't know if I was at the window. He didn't know what I was doing, so I kind of really fucked him over. And then after that one chase, like it's like playing killer is like a lot of information management. Like you have to understand people's skill levels immediately, which you can. It's not as hard as it sounds. Like after that one chase, I'm like, okay, this guy's the worst player on the team, easy, because like there's a Feng Ming who I have not even seen yet. So I kind of saw her run up I saw her run into that house, and I was just trying to hit her when I hit the Meg. So I saw her. The Meg kind of, the Claudette was a bitch, and then the Meg lasted longer than the Dwight did. So like based on that one chase with the Dwight, I now knew who the worst player on the team was. It was the Dwight. So like I'm like, he is the least important person to down because of how like easy he is to do it. I can down him whenever I want. Like my spirit is so above him, it's not even funny. So I downed him there because he was the easiest one to down, and he was obviously the team's one of the team's gen jockeys. I hit the Feng Ming, who was the second best player on this team. Where she might actually be the best. I don't know. I think the Claudette was better. Just like the Claudette lasted. I don't know. I just feel like the Claudette was better. I'm thinking about hooking him. I know where he is, but I'm also being worried. I can't let that gen get done, because if they get that gen done, I'm not gonna be able to do anything, because Spirit's late game pressure is okay. I mean, she has a thing where I can Mori the Obsession, but I don't have an Obsession in this match, and I'm not even running that perk, which would give me an exception, an Obsession. But like, I'm trying to micromanage that gen, because I know I can. And like, after I realize the Feng Ming is not coming back, I do go hook the Dwight. I don't know why I leave that pallet up though. I should have broken that. What do I do next? I think you have to control these gens, which Spirit can fucking do because of how fucking good she is. I see the obvious bait. This was obviously bait to get me to go over there, so they could go get the save. But like, I was in a situation where I'm still pressured because there's only one gen left. So like, it's better to fucking let them get the save than it is for them to lose that gen. Because again, and like I'm like, yes, I'm pressured, but I'm also Spirit. So like, I'm not in, like, if fucking Wraith was in this situation, or Freddy, actually Freddy might be able to do it. I don't know. I don't know who could do this situation and who could not. I just know Spirit is definitely one of the stronger characters at managing this situation. So like, I'm not under as much pressure as somebody like, I don't know. Myers could probably manage this, just because of his stalking, and like he could like fucking down people instantly, and like this such close vicinity means that he could at least get the stalks fast. I think Myers can manage this. I don't think Trapper can do it. Wait, yeah, Trapper can probably. I don't know. I'm debating how impressive this actually is now. I don't think. Could any killer do this? Be honest with me. I don't know. I feel like Spirit can do this. See, those two gens anybody can manage. It's the one that's far out that makes this a kind of hard situation for some other killers in this game. I don't know, but all I know is Spirit can do it, and I just know some killers can't. Like, I think Doctor would have a hard time managing this situation. Pig would probably have a hard time. Wraith, I don't know. Freddy probably couldn't do this. The top tiers can do it. Hunters could do it. But so I let her go because I know that gen is still like, if I commit to the chase on the fucking Meg, they'll get that gen done. So I'm like, okay, let's just go see where it is. So I'm like, okay, now the real pressure on me is now over on that gen to the right, because it's just a matter of knowing where everything is and where your pressure is. Like, so like, okay, now I have to manage this area like I was managing that area before, because that gen over there was almost done, and now this one's kind of getting close to being done. But like, I can go take care of that one, and then I see there's nothing done on it, so I just kind of head back over here, because there's no reason for me to like not be over here. I kind of go hunting, but like the thing is, there's no need for me to commit to much of anything because of how much they fuck themselves in the early game. I think that Dwight. See, I kind of let that Dwight kind of go because like, I can down that Dwight whenever I want. It's more important to get that gen hit first. Now that I have nothing better to do, I can go down him. But like, the important thing now is just managing their win condition, because I can slowly win over time. Like, just, I'm not, the threat level to me has gone down immensely when I realized they handed me control of the game. Like, this is basically an unwinnable situation for them. The fact that and so they notice they need to start spreading their pressure out, so they go get that one halfway done. But like, it's kind of late. It's too. Plus, I've that might have worked back when I was still figuring out that they fucked themselves. Because I figured out they fucked themselves like 12 minutes into this game, 12, 13 minutes. Like back right when they first did it, I didn't realize how fucked they actually were. So like, see, I didn't need to pressure that thing, man. I didn't need to, because it was more important to pressure the Meg and keep the gen knocked down. They have to come back to it, or else the game is stalled entirely. I don't have to approach. It's like Smash Brothers. I don't need to approach them. I actually could have picked her up right there. I don't know why I didn't. Like, I don't need to approach. They put themselves in a situation where I can play defensively and control the whole stage. The problem is, it's just really, really slow. And like, I'm somebody that like, in order to win the game, I don't give a fuck how slow I have to go. Like, I have a lot of patience when it comes to games. I can really manage. I played Pac-Man in Smash when I played Smash Brothers. Yes, I have a lot of patience to time people out. Like, I mean, there's no such thing as a timeout in this, but like, the game is now stalled because I'm not going to commit to an option, and then they're not going to commit to an option. The problem is, they have to, or else the game is stalled. And then once I got that down, see that I got it down, so I started pressuring them because I got it down after they did something unsafe, which they didn't really have a choice. They had to do it. And then I decide, okay, the Dwight can now die because I know he's been hooked twice, and like, it will put more pressure on them if he's not there. So like, he's bad, and like, but his purpose has been served, I suppose. Like, I don't need to keep him here anymore, and it will hurt them more now that he's dead. Like, yeah, he helped me before being bad, like he did, but like, I don't need him anymore. He needs to die for this game to end. So like, you see, okay, you notice how I ran right past the survivors and made sure I hit the gem, because that's all I cared about. I can down this Meg again whenever I want. And so I'm like, okay, she's dead. So I'm like, okay, I won. Now like, see it. The thing about this game is you win it like 5 minutes before you actually win it. You can really tell who's gonna win. It's like a card game, it doesn't matter. Alright, so now the game is pretty much over. I don't know why she fixed that. She should have just started getting the hatch. They did, for her sake, they did repair all my totems. So no, Ed wasn't there, but like, it didn't matter. I also know where the hatch is. It's back toward the Killer Shack. So all I have to do is keep isolating these parts of the map. I pretend to phase walk here and it backfires because she was she called my bluff out and was healing with self-care, so I almost fucked myself there. I go for a huge read, which I get, and I know where she is. I don't lose her, essentially. I don't catch her, but I also don't lose her, so she's just fucked. There's nothing she can really do. Long ass game, but very, very satisfying. It's very satisfying to win with Spirit because she does take a lot of skill. Granted, like, my victory here has more to do with their error versus my skill, but like, I did get all the downs. Like, I did outplay them all in the chase when I needed to. The fact that that they made a mistake, just I capitalized on it. And I took my time with it because I knew I could. I didn't have to be overly aggressive or go in or do anything dumb, or I would have lost. That was a situation where if I was aggressive, I have lost. The passive gameplay definitely favored me in that situation. And welcome to Dead by Daylight. Spirit's hot. Let's go. Right, and I also completed Rite of the Spirit there, so I got Merciless. So like, I know I played well, so I leveled up on like everything there, man. I ranked up. Oh, I didn't rank up. I almost did. I don't know why. At least yeah, fuck it. Last game. This game's funny. This game is funny. I don't know why I played a bad team here. I thought I'd get away from bad teams because I'm a better killer than I was on December 25th when I got this game. I know much more about the game, and this is also my debut game running Surveillance, again on Pig, because Surveillance got like a huge fucking buff. It's like, it went from the actual worst perk in this game to like debatably the best perk in the game for killers. Like, what the actual fuck? It went from being useless to amazing. And so it's like a tracking perk now that involves just like kind of tagging generators. It doesn't really work for me in this game because this team is garbage. This team was garbage, and I could have destroyed them with running Whispers on Earth 2. And it's also funny because I beat them with Pig, and Pig is shit, man. I cannot stress this enough. I think she is garbage. I think she's above. I think she is better than Freddy, and she's better than Wraith. And then I'm sorry, man. She's garbage. She's better than I thought she once was. I thought she was fucking worse than Wraith at one point, but like, God, she is pretty bad. A reason she's so bad is like she's a luck-based character from time to time. You have to have a lot of luck that your bear traps will do. Your bear traps will do what they need you to do. Running Ruin on her helps, but like, I'm also running another Ivory, so like, I don't put a bear trap on this guy's head. One, because Ruin's still there, and two, I've decided I'm more than you. I just like, it's like, I need to get that quick kill, so the killers need to get started really fast, so like, I'm going to use the Ivory on the first guy I hook, or the first guy that I think I can. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to set play this Mori and hope I get it within the next 5 minutes. But, I don't know, man, Ruin just did its job this match, and like, they couldn't really deal with it. I guess it was in like it was actually in a decent spot this time. It wasn't near a generator, so that really helped. This game's funny. Okay, after this match, I get accused of camping, which I think is really fucking funny, because I'm about to down somebody using a perk that it's called Make Your Choice, and how the perk works is it puts somebody in an instant down state if you're far enough away from the hook. So, in other words, you can't be camping for Make Your Choice to work. Idiot. So, I decide to put a reverse bear trap on that guy, because I figured that we're a few minutes into the game. They probably are almost done with at least one gen, and then they probably have been searching for Ruin since the game started. So, like, they probably can't scurry much. There's not a lot places left to check, so they're gonna find it eventually. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my alternate win. I'm gonna get my character's win condition started of putting the bear trap on somebody. Reasonable. No, I'm camping. I just got it down with Make Your Choice. How the fuck am I camping, idiots? Oh, I walked past him, so yeah, fuck off, dude. That don't mean I'm camping. And like, the person that said that is the fucking Claudette, which who keep in mind you haven't seen yet. I missed a lunge here. This is probably the worst play of the game for me. This lunge was so free, and I just fucked it up really bad. And like, if I had hit that lunge, I would have probably gotten my Mori a lot sooner, which would have sped the game up. But like, the thing is, like, am I gonna lose this game? No. It's one of those things I can tell that I'm gonna win because like, Ruin's not gone yet. Ruin's not gone yet, and my momentum has started. These guys obviously aren't very good. Who's the best player on this team? I don't know. I think every one of these players was fucking bad. I guess maybe maybe like, okay, I saw what the Dwight was trying to do at the end, but like, it just didn't really work. The Claudette doesn't get caught. Like, the Jake was pretty garbage. I mean, the guy Maury lost me like once. That's it. That's like one of the most impressive things. I think the Dwight loses me here. I don't know. These guys were all bad, man. If I was playing somebody else, I would have killed them in probably 10 minutes. But I'm playing the fucking pig, and the pig's shit, so... I love her, though. I say she's shit, but I say it lovingly, because I do like playing her. Like, it's like when the bear traps do their job, she is fun. And, like, here's the thing. If the bear traps, like, if every bear trap, like, did its job, and, like, in that everybody had to search every box, she'd be fucking good. Like, her ability to, like, slow the game down, like, would be unstoppable. But the problem is, like, most of the time that doesn't happen. Most of the time they'll get the bear trap off within the first, second, or third, box. If everybody had to search 4 boxes for the key every fucking time, that'd be fucking stupid. They took Ruin out, I didn't mention that. I don't even know when they did it, but somebody finally did it. But... I got 2 bear traps on people, and no one's done any fucking gens, so it's like I'm still winning. I'm still like fucking destroying them, so like I say, that's not an accomplishment. Like if I wasn't destroying them, we'd be having problems. Okay, and that guy made the mistake of working on the most dangerous generator on the map. That generator is that's the one you don't really want to do. It's bad. Like, he's in a situation where I had no terror radius there, so he didn't know I was there, and yeah, I just lunged at him, and all he could do was attempt to juke. And this is the guy I'm mooring, so, yep, I'm about to really set myself up for a win. Because like, he can't do much. I can't believe they gave that to me, honestly. I just took a swing at him, just to see if the game would give it to me, and it did. So that was fun. Her Mori's garbage, man. Let's be real. She just kind of stabs him through his hand, and then he looks at her, and then she just kills him. Her Mori should have involved, I don't know, something more Saw. Like, to be fair to them, I really don't know what they do, but like something more Saw than the most average thing I've ever seen in my life. Fucking blockers, man. Fucking lockers. Yeah. Now, I hooked this Jake, and I think he dies. Yeah. Which, I thought this was only the second time I hooked him, which, I'm watching it back, I didn't even pay attention. If they didn't save him enough on the first one, in that case, they're really bad. If they didn't save him, because I wasn't camping! Not camping him! And so now I'm in a fucking great position now. There's still 1 bear trap on the map. I have 2 left. Like, they're not winning this game. Now it's just the formality of me killing them now. Like this is like they don't even fix another one. They're just dead. Which is fun. I need games like this. Like surveillance, it didn't really help me this game. Just because they were shit. Like, they didn't fix any gens. I found the Dwight because he fucking missed a skill check on the jigsaw box. Something that, like, shouldn't happen. I've only missed 1, and I've faced plenty of pigs in my day. He just kind of gives up, and I fucking almost missed the ambush again. If I missed that one, I would have fucking just quit this character. Which I almost did! Not quit the character, but like, I almost missed that fucking ambush. So now I'm just thinking, okay, the game is over. That guy knows the game's over, that's why he didn't even resist my fucking lunge attack. But I'm like, I haven't even seen this last guy yet. Like, I haven't seen my obsession at all. Yet she's playing Claudette, so yeah, sneaky. Yeah, the game's fucking over. So, but like again, I'm fucking actively looking for her. The Claudette's the one that called me the camper, and I think this is why. But like, she gets the save. She gets the save. She gets the save. Let's go. She gets the save. Jesus, they're worse than I thought, man. Okay, so she gets the save, and my make your choice perk goes off, meaning I wasn't camping. I was actively looking and doing something else, and I'm like, it's not my fault you saved him and then stood there for a few seconds. And so now I see you, and I'm like, okay, and now I have like an entire perk to down you instantly, because I now have an instant down. Fucking, you fucked up right there. You went back and you kind of fucked yourself. You should have dropped instead of doing that. Guess she thought I was gonna drop. A lot of survivors, they see it in no Cheetos videos. That's probably why they do it. They try to bait you into like dropping. So I'm super making sure I don't get made look like a fool. Yeah, I got hit by decisive strike, but like it doesn't matter because the game is just so mine at this point. It doesn't matter that he hit me with decisive. So, like, it didn't bother me, because I'm like, who the fuck cares? There's a bear trap on her, too, so if she gets that gen done, she's gonna have other problems. I don't know. She opts to go for the heal instead. I don't know what they were trying to do. Like, I sit here with this gen, because I'm like, obviously, if they're smart, they're gonna try to get this gen done. Because they know they can't, they can't do all the gens. That's obvious. They can't win. But, like, they can at least get 2 done, and then one person like could get the hatch. That's their only play at this point. So I'm like, okay, they're not doing that. I don't have whispers, so I don't know where they are. My only tracking perk is gen focused. But like, fucking idiots, man. I don't know what their plan was, so I'm just like, okay, well, I can just do anything I want because of how I already won. I don't get this next fucking play. Anything that they do for the next until the game is over just utterly baffles me. Just kicking that for points, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I haven't been over here yet, so I'm gonna go in here. Like, and there's a gen up there, so they could be like double teaming it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in here. I hear the grunting, so I'm like, okay, there's somebody in here. I see Dwight right there, but like, I was like, alright, I'm gonna go chase you, and then fucking Claudette gets in the fucking locker. I was about to actively pursue that chase, but the fucking Claudette was in the fucking, like, she got into it when I was right there. And I'm like, and that's what I said, as soon as she's like, you camped. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing getting in a locker when I'm right there? You can literally see me as you get in that locker. I have fucking ears. And then, like, I have fucking eyes, too! Oh my god! Stupid! It's like, well, you're all fucking stupid, man. So, she dies and then DCs because she's fucking salty as shit. Make all Claudette players look bad, lady. And I play Claudette. And then, like, yeah, he breaks out, but, like, what the fuck is he supposed to do? I'm actually glad he broke out, because I got to fucking put the last trap on him. One weakness of the pig itself is because, like, you have to, like, actually get kills with the reverse bear trap to get your power points. Of, like, the majority of them. So, like, you can place all your traps, and, like, you're still leaving a lot of blood points on the table by picking her, which is probably what she should have had. But it doesn't matter. I won, and, like, she's satisfying as fuck to play, man. I love her. But yeah, that's my commentary. I've gotten a lot better since the first fucking shit I've been doing. Long week, though, man. Alright, we done here. Ciao, ciao, everybody.